Good morning. This is a weird angle, but we're just gonna roll with it. Also, if you hear music in the background, there's no one in the gallery, but there's Scottish music playing, so it must be a ghost. It's the only reasonable explanation for it. Also, my face is super puffy because I have the cold, but I'm not gonna put off this filming because I am making stickers today for my Christmas pre-order, and it's just a good thing to show you guys how I do it. I probably don't do it the right way, but I do it in a way that means I can get stickers in my orders, and that is all we really want to achieve. I'm waiting for my coffee order to come. I don't buy coffee every morning. I don't have enough money to do that. I ain't rich. But that's why I have a coffee and I'm kind of posing with it like this is just normal, but it's like not. Yeah, after last week's highbrow video, welcome back to the vlogs. Let's get going. Coffee done, breakfast done, podcast listened to, feeling much more motivated and ready to go. So here are the 7 steps that I use to make my stickers. It might not be the most efficient way, it might not be like the best way to do it. Me and my Cricut fall out a lot, so if you do have any hints or tips, let me know. But here is how I do it. So number 1 is get your artwork ready. You can do this in whatever program that you use. So if you use Procreate, or I don't know, there's a bunch of, you know, different apps you can use. I tend to draw my designs in Procreate and then finesse them out in Photoshop. It's just the way I prefer to do it. There's no right or wrong way really. Okay, so let's open up Photoshop and you'll see my art here. I've got stuff on different layers and I'm just organized my drawings out on a A4 canvas with no background. That's super important. The no background is really important. I made this mistake loads and it made things really complicated and confusing, but taking the background off fixed most of my problems. So save your image out as a JPEG or a PNG or like a TIFF or other like words. I just save mine as a PNG usually and put that somewhere where you'll remember it because you will need it in a second. Step 2 is uploading your design. To do that, we need to open up the Cricut design space. We fall out a lot. It's not the best software. It's pretty clunky, but there has been improvements recently and it is easier to use. So here we go. I'm gonna open up and start a new project. I've made this project a few times before, but just for the sake of this video, let's go with a new project and also make this nice and big. Okay, so from there, I'm gonna hit upload. And then I'm gonna upload image. You have the option whether to upload an image or a pattern. On this occasion, we are uploading an image. You can probably see I've uploaded this one a few times on here already, but let's give this another go. So I'm gonna upload image. I'm gonna drag that on from my desktop. And from here, you will have a few options. So you will have simple, moderately complex, or complex. On this occasion, we are gonna go simple. If I wanted to cut out all the little skulls and all the little details on the snowflake, it would be a complex design. But this one is super simple because I just want a plain old circle. Oh, that doesn't make it sound very nice, but you know what I mean. So let's go. Simple. Continue. I don't know why it makes it so big. Let's zoom out so you can actually see. Okay, from here you have your design on your board. The purple is the bit that will not be cut. Well, it will be cut, but like is not part of your design, if that makes sense. So from here you can use the magic wand tool, you can use an eraser, or you can use a crop to select the areas that you want to take out and get cut by the machine. We don't actually have to do that because ours is already done for us, because we did that thing where we did not save the background. Told you it was handy. Okay, so after that we press continue and we want to either save as a print then cut or save as a cut image. On this occasion, we want to save as a print and cut. I've not printed it out yet, and save as a cut you can use for various different projects. I haven't actually needed to use it yet because I just kind of do everything all in one, but let's just go with how I do it. It's how I make my stickers. So I do save as print then cut. So let's hit save. Then we just click onto our project, highlight it in green, hit insert image. That will take you to your board, which looks, it makes everything look massive. Essentially, you're organizing your design on one of these. These are the sort of sticking mats that you put your design onto to go through the machine. I use a light grip, and actually this one's an even lighter grip because all of the stick has been taken off because it's gross and I keep dropping it on the floor. I actually really like it, super light grip, for the type of work that I do. Again, everyone has their personal preferences with these things, but the blue mats are my favorite mat. Let's get back to the screen. Okay, so we're gonna just take that from the corner and drag that up. The parameters are like 23.5 centimeters. In height, it tells you here this image is too big. I don't know why they put it on too big. That's for another day, that issue. So yeah, so I drag that to the maximum that I can get it, which is 23.5 or as close to. Okay, that'll do. Then we just align that, and that will be how it is aligned on your mat. Once you're happy with how it looks there, we hit the exciting part, which is make it. So you'll see that's how your mat looks. There it is. Ooh, twins. Obviously we've not printed the image yet, so not quite twins. So then we just hit continue, and that takes us to step 4 of this, which is print. So to print, you might have already printed your design. I have not because I'm not that organized. So I hit send to printer. From there, it will come up with whatever your printer is, how many copies, whether or not you want to add a bleed. On this occasion, I don't want to add a bleed because I've designed it with enough space around it, and my other designs I put a black border around. This just means that the Cricut can see the design better and cuts more accurately. If you have a slightly different design, then you might want to add a bleed. It's really personal preference. I personally prefer not to. And then bam, print. I use the Evergreen Goods vinyl sticker paper. It is my preferred paper. It is not the cheapest, but it does the job. So there we are. It is now all nice and printed. It doesn't take up the full sheet of A4 like it looks like it will on Photoshop. Again, you've got to go with those Cricut parameters. This is the closest I could get. This border is basically the parameters, so when the Cricut scans it, it will see this and know which area it needs to cut in. From there, we just pop that on our mat, the same as it was on the screen. Make sure you're aligning it properly to the edges, and then just give it a nice little press down. Make sure it's all even. Now, this takes me to step number 5, which is check your settings. So this is a lot of trial and error, like a lot of the things with Cricut, but you'll see on the screen it says base material. Mine is to cardstock plus. This seems to work best for me for vinyl. There is a vinyl setting, but that tends to be for when you're doing stickers and just want that like little kiss cut running around it. It tells you what type of blade you have, all that kind of thing. So yeah, just double check that you're on the right settings before you go. There are so many times where I have cut a project and it is completely off. You can also do an alignment check as well if you want to be like really cautious, but I'm just gonna go for it and see what happens. So the machine's already on. What you do is load. Make sure that's loaded onto the machine properly. There are these little guides at the side, and then you hit the flashing load button. You hit this flashing C button once it's loaded correctly and your settings are correct, and you hit cut. So when you first press the cut button, it will scan the image to try and make sure there's like nothing shiny, especially when you're using vinyl, so it can see it correctly. and then it will just go ahead and noisily cut for a few minutes. After you're done, hit unload, and hopefully we have 6 perfect stickers. We don't. Ugh, so annoying. Okay. So that takes me to step number 7, stickers. So I haven't done a great job on this one. I've pulled this bit off, so it's cut great, apart from 2 are misaligned. So I have 4 stickers instead of 6. This sometimes happens, and I think what's happened here is I put the design on the mat upside down. But do you know what? I'm not going to hide these mistakes from you because we can learn together. So I have 4 out of 6 stickers, which is fine. These things happen with Cricut. Oh my god, I sound like Moira from Schitt's Creek. These things happen with these machines. You have to be super accurate with them. I think I flipped the design upside down, so it is handy to have some sort of marker in your design to know which way round it has been placed on the mat. But yeah, I mean, 4 out of 6 ain't bad, and I have done a lot of batches this morning and there's only a couple that have gone wrong for the same reason I keep sliding that upside down, but it's hard to see when they're around snowflake. So that is my 7 steps on how I make stickers. If you have any hints or tips or anything like that, let me know. Also, if you like this sort of video, let me know. Instead of doing traditional studio vlogs sort of every week or every other week, I'm thinking about doing, you know, some of these little tutorials. Is that what they are? I wouldn't call myself a tutor, but yeah, just me sharing with you how I create my work. I thought might be more useful. If it is, let me know, and I will see you all soon. Thank you so much, and peace out.